Let's start with the substitute to SR 245.
Okay.
Do pass.
All right, SR 245 is, these are both, the two bills we have, I'm presenting on behalf of Senator Judson Hill. SR 245 is simply an urging resolution urging the Congress to pass a balanced budget amendment that would be then sent to the states for us to ratify. This is not others that are floating around out there that are specifically calling for an Article 5 convention. This is merely an urging resolution asking Congress to start that process. And I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions from the members?
That's for each and every member to decide.
Let's move on to SR 348.
Okay. SR 348 forms a joint study committee to look at fraud and waste and other things that may be going on, being spent in various departments and agencies of the state government. It allows the Lieutenant Governor to appoint 3 members of the Senate, including the chairperson of the Senate Finance Committee, and allows the Speaker to appoint 3 members of the House, including with the requirement being that the chair of governmental affairs be on that committee. If you look at the very end, beginning of line 67, it asks that any proposed legislation be put forward by October 1st, and then the committee abolished on December 31st. And 5 days of per diem allowances for the legislative members of the committee, and that's pretty much what it does. Be happy to answer any questions on this one as well.
Any questions from the members?
He did a fine job explaining.
Representative Brock, after the committee meets and everything, I didn't get far enough reading into this. How do they report their findings? Is there a formal way of doing that? Will the whole House and Senate be beneficiaries of this good work, or how's that going to take place?
It says that it requires them to make a report to the General Assembly and the Governor, and I'm assuming by General Assembly they mean the Lieutenant Governor and the Speaker. Will be my assumption.
Right, yeah, you're right. It's right at the end of it. I hadn't gotten that far yet.
That's fine. Nothing specific. Nothing that Senator Hill communicated to me. Anything, just kind of in general. Anything that the committee finds that they thinks is worth bringing up.
I'm aware of a lot of Medicaid fraud.
Yes, yes, sir. That may be a hot topic.
Any other questions? Well, here we are again.
I got another question since we don't. We've got plenty of time.
Hope I can answer it.
We have currently an office in state government, I think it's called a Solicitor General or something like that, the purpose of which is to identify governmental fraud, abuse, and waste.
Mm-hmm.
That's been around for 6 or 8 years. I'm not sure that anyone has ever looked at the efficacy of it, whether or not it's worth it's about $1 million a year budget issue in the office. They've been complaining the whole time. The office has. There have been several generals, but each of them have always been complaining for the absence of subpoena power, which is a significant limitation on investigations. Do you think the language in this study committee mission statement would include the possibility of maybe looking, since there's an agency designed supposedly to accomplish the same goals of the committee, this committee actually may do a better job of that, possibly, or not. I don't know. Do you think the committee might have the ability to look into maybe results and outcomes from this office that we fund every year in our budget and make sure we're getting our money's worth there? Or does it need to be limited or expanded or that sort of thing? What would you think about that?
I think that's a great idea, and I think that would, my reading of it, that would certainly be under the purview of this of this committee to make recommendations such as that, perhaps giving the, if the committee finds it appropriate, give the Inspector General, if that's the proper term for his office, subpoena power. Given subpoena power, that might be. I would. My reading of that, I think that'd be entirely appropriate within the purview of this committee to make such recommendations. Yes.
He went to have his secretary call all the members. Oh, there's
There's one.
Darlene. Okay, one. That we're still short one, but sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I know.
6.
It's okay. I need one more now. We lost Dusty.
Temporarily suspend the rules and allow for quorum to be set.
John Meadows is coming as soon as he can get finished with the speaker. Thank you.
Sorry.
It's okay. Who ended up getting me?
It's just the two. The study committee was the fact that there are allowances for the legislators to collect reimbursement per diem. Is that something that might cause this thing to be held up due to budgetary concerns? Or I know we've allowed a few of them to go through this year, maybe more than previous years.
We've been very mindful of every single penny's worth of cost.
Yeah.
To try to evaluate or prioritize every single expenditure. If the study committee has merit and is dealing with saving taxpayer money, certainly from my perspective as a leader, it's a risk I'm willing to
Okay.
take. I don't expect our members to leave their jobs, leave their families, their work, and go do the state's business away from their homes
Right.
without a reasonable per diem reimbursement of at least their expenses. It's not paid.
Right. Right.
I feel very strongly about that, and we do have a balanced budget, and you know that. But I'll remind every member of this General Assembly, there is no General Assembly in America that operates cheaper on a per capita basis than we do.
That's true.
We are the most efficient operating General Assembly in America today, and that's a statistic that I take incredible great pride in.
Yes.
And it's because we explore ways of saving taxpayer money more efficiently than we will.
We have ourselves a quorum. Thank you. Mr. Chairman, thank you very much for coming in. All right.
Madam Chair, I
Chairman
move that we change the quorum requirement from 7 back to 4.
All right, we have a motion to change the quorum from 7 to 4. And we have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. All right, we have changed our rules. Very good. Okay, so
Madam
we have
Chair, I move that we do pass SR 348.
348 substitute, by substitute. And a second. Very good. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Okay.
Madam Chair, I move that we pass substitute to SR 245.
We have a motion to pass SR 245 by substitute. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oh, second. Thank you, Darlene. All in favor say aye. Opposed, like sign. All right, thank you, and meeting adjourned.